What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another model plane review for you guys. Today I'll be reviewing the GeminiJets 1/400 scale Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 from GeminiJets' October 2020 releases. I'm really excited to review this model for you guys, and I know I haven't featured this model quite too often in my YouTube channel, mainly on my Instagram, but this model is really special to me, which I'll go over later down the road. But I'm really excited to review this model for you guys because it is a very nice model to add to my collection. So let's begin as per usual with the box of this model. So let's begin with the box. Alright, so let's begin with the box of this model. And as you can see, it's quite different compared to your average GeminiJets box, as Hawaiian Airlines has a white box with all these like purple flower details from the livery. So really interesting for GeminiJets to do, and honestly it looks very nice. And yeah, so of course you got like the livery design, the purple flowers right there, and of course your white box. You got the CGI image of the aircraft right there. You got the Hawaiian Airlines logo and hawaiianairlines.com. There's no GeminiJets logo in the front, which is quite understandable. And then you got the 1/400 scale die-cast model aircraft right there. Moving on to the side, you got the GeminiJets logo right there, all in white. And this is like a database sticker right there, as you can see. And I did order this model on Amazon, and that was back in like around September of 2021. And here's the back side of this model right here. So there's no like clouds in the background. You got like this purple or like bluish purple background right there with the image of the aircraft right there, as well as it gets features right there, and there's social media pages right there. Of course, highly collectible and all that stuff, very debatable. And there's your trademark under permission for Hawaiian Airlines, and you got the logo right there, and the 2020 GeminiJets copyright label right there. And the item number of this model is GJHAL 1929. And now moving on to the pamphlet as I open it up. So this is where the aircraft is supposed to go. So as you can see, there's that hole. It has like a nice square cutout, I gotta say, and shows the aircraft right there. And here's the description of the aircraft right there. So you can pause and read whatever you like. Let me make sure my thumb isn't in the way. So there's the description right there. And yeah, so that's the box of this model. Well, the box of the model plane itself. It's a very nice box, and of course, GeminiJets did a nice job on this. Now let's move on to the model itself. And here is the model itself, looking absolutely gorgeous in 1/400 scale. And GeminiJets, I gotta say, did a very nice job on creating this model right here. So, as I zoom in, let's begin with the port side as we begin our review. So, let me get my trusty pencil, and here we go. So you got the cockpit windows right there, looking very nice. And then you got some radome detail. You also got the outline as well. It's not really like focused. Well, I'm trying to like make sure I focus it. So here's the outline and the radome right there. And then you got the Airbus A330 tiles right there, A330-200. And then you got some pitot 2 detail right there. And then you got the aircraft's name, which I would love to pronounce, but I don't think I would like say it properly, otherwise it's gonna sound very bad, so I'll leave it be for now. And then you got the L1 boarding door right there and the Hawaiian flag right there. And then you got the nose gear and the nose gear door with part of the registration, and it should also say E-tops as well. And then you got the Hawaiian billboard tiles right there and your L2 boarding door. There's also the Hawaiian Airlines logo right there on the right side. And then you got some stack ports right there, so here are the stack ports of the aircraft right there. And then there's the front antenna right there, looking very nice. And this is where you would find like first class. So this would be like their first class products right there. So it runs from here all the way to here. Then moving on to the middle section of the aircraft right there. So here it is right there. You got the Trent 700 engines right there, and some pylon details, of course. Really like the pylon details, I gotta say. It looks very nice. Then you got like all these like windows right there. This could be like extra comfort, so extra comfort, excuse me. So it would run from here all the way to like somewhere around here, and then main cabin would like start from here. Well, it would start in the middle section, it would start from here, and then main cabin will run all the way from the very back. So that's that. And here's the main landing gear right there, if I can try to point. There we go. So here's the main landing gear. And then you got the Hawaiian lei, which it is quite glossy, so it kind of like gives off like a darker color of gray, which honestly I'm not gonna like complain. It is what it is, but probably like light condition, like sunlight conditions, it will appear like the actual color, because like the actual color is like a lightish gray. So if I were to take this out on sunlight, then it would appear like a light gray. So I mean, in indoor conditions it would look like that, but when I take it outside in sunlight, then it will be like a light gray. So yeah, let's look at some wing detail right there. So here is the wing detail. Let me zoom out. There we go. There we go. And it also appears clear. So you got your leading edge details right there. You got the slats and the leading edge flaps right there. Press your leading edge devices, and then you got your trailing edge devices with all the flaps and the fairings right there. Looking pretty nice. There's your winglet right there. Also nice detailing from Gemini right there. You also got the gray Hawaiian lei, part of the Hawaiian lei. And then you got no emergency exits right there. But you also got this like black thing, which is like, I learned this in like, well, I'm currently learning about this, but I did find this out on like on one of my college classes, that these black lines, those are what are those? Hang on guys, I do have it like a search, but oh yeah, there we go. So these are like these black things, so you can see there's like a certain area which is like it's bordered between a black line on the wing section. So this is like this area right here. So this would be like the cold soak fuel frost, or CSFF. So technically what that is like, it's this area right here that should like, don't really know much, but I think this is where like this is where ice would form. Ice would like form in this area, and there would be like a heater that would like melt the ice. So yeah, that's like the CSFF, or cold soak fuel frost. So that's what that black part is. They also have it on their 737s, but yeah, that I learned that from one of my college classes, mainly like large aircraft systems. But yeah, found this out, and yeah, really nice to learn something about that. And then there's your emergency exit door right there, looking pretty nice, and it's small compared to like the other doors, but overall it's well detailed. And then you got your back antennas right there. This antenna, I'm not sure what happened to this antenna, but it kind of like seems a bit bended. Not sure. But yeah, it is what it is. Not gonna sit here and complain, but it kind of looks bended. I'm not sure. But yeah, it may be, but yeah, not quite sure. But anyways, moving on to the back side, you got the L4 door right there, or is that, yeah, that's the L4 door right there. And then you got your US flag right there, along with the aircraft registration, which is November 388 Hotel Alpha, which I did see in Sacramento International Airport, like around like late 2022. I got like a good shot of it when she was lining up on runway 17 right. And wait, was it run? Yeah, it was 17. No, it was 35 right actually. So yeah, she was about to line up on the runway, and overall, it was a very nice picture. And I gotta say, good lighting, and a very clear photo makes it a very nice picture. So really nice to see this particular aircraft. And of course you got all your pink and purple detail right there, looking very nice. And then moving on to the empennage of the aircraft, so here it is. There's your AP right there, and the horizontal stabilizers, your elevator and trim wheel detail right there. And zooming out, you got the Hawaiian Airlines logo right there with the Hawaiian lady, and of course you got some bit of rudder detail right there. And overall the color kind of seems a bit bright compared to what I see it in real life, but overall it's GeminiJets standards. Not gonna sit here and complain about it, but yeah. And then moving on to the starboard section of the aircraft, so pretty much the same as like the left side, the port side, but you got your cargo door right there. So there's your front cargo door. You got some other, I'm guessing other static port detail if I were to guess. And then moving on to the back side, you got your back cargo door right there. And now let me give you guys some other perspective views of this aircraft, so let me bring this up. So let's begin with the top view. So here's the top view of the aircraft. Very nice and all that. You got some beacon detail along with your Wi-Fi box. Well, oh, I think this is the Wi-Fi box. Well, it's not printed, like there's no 3D Wi-Fi box, which don't know why, but it is what it is. And then there's your bottom side right there. You got some amazing detail right there, from the landing gear door to the beacon light, as well as some other stuff like that one. And then you got your GeminiJets logo right there, and your stand hole. Oops. And here's the front of the aircraft, looking very nice. There's a little bit of wing flex, but other than that, not here to complain. It is what it is for the model. And here's the backside of the aircraft. There's some, a little bit of like I think the port horizontal stabilizer seems a bit higher. It's tilted a little bit higher, but other than that, once again, I'm not here to complain. But this model looks very nice, and I forgot to mention, but this is my first modern plane review in my channel, but overall, so yeah. Also, the landing gear like rolls freely, so very nice right there. And yeah, but that's all for the model review right there. But that's not all, as I do want to like go over some little bit of background history with this aircraft right there. So let's jump into the history portion of this aircraft. Alright, so now let's dive into the background information of this particular aircraft. So this Airbus A330, registered November 388 Hotel Alpha, has a manufacturing serial number of 1310, and there's no line number for most of the Airbus aircraft because like I don't think Airbus would like issue a line number unlike what Boeing does, because they would have like the serial number and the line number mixed together. So I think that's what it is. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe I might be correct, I might be wrong, but who knows. But I think the line number and serial number are the same thing for Airbus aircraft. So that's that. And of course the type is a 330-243, and the first flight date of this aircraft is April 18th of 2012 with the test registration Foxtrot Whiskey Whiskey Kilo November, and the plane's age is 10.9 years. And this aircraft, of course, is equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 700B-60 turbofan engines. And of course, the status says it is active because it is operating with Hawaiian Airlines as of today. And let me go into some like delivery history. So, of course, Hawaiian Airlines. Oh, there we go. So, of course, we got like the history of the aircraft on when it was delivered. So this aircraft was delivered on May 17th of 2012. So it wasn't quite that long for a delivery because like the testing lasted a month. And of course, you got their registration November 388 Hotel Alpha, and it's operated by Hawaiian Airlines, as I said. And let me see if I can try pronouncing this name. So I'm gonna give it a shot, but I think the aircraft name, if I can pronounce it correctly, is Nahiku, if I can say that correctly. But other than that, I might be wrong on pronouncing that name, but other than that, the best I got. But yeah, so that's all the aircraft information. Now I do got some history about this model, and for those who don't know, this is actually my first GeminiJets model in my model plane collection. No joke, this aircraft is my first GeminiJets model. So that's the reason why this model is special to me, because it's my first GJ model, and also it's also my first Hawaiian Airlines model, my A330 model in my collection. And I got this way back in August 2021, just a few days after my Hawaiian Airlines flight back to Sacramento on the Airbus A330. And I did forget to mention this, but I also do have the 1-200 model from GeminiJets' April 2022 set, and it's just right on one of like the shelves. It's sitting in one of my shelves, so I would love to bring that, but I'm reviewing a 1-400 model. But like I said, I have a 1-200 model of this exact aircraft sitting in my shelf. So really nice to have both the 1-200 and 1-400 model of this particular aircraft. And under that, the 1-200 and 1-400 model, they're both very nice, and overall, really nice to have both of these models into my collection. So, as I talked about before, this model came out from the October 2020 releases from GeminiJets, and I think there's some other models like, I can't really call what other models were from like the 2020 October set from GJ, but all I know is that this aircraft was from that release set, so yeah. And of course, I do want to like get this model because I did flew on an A330 from Hawaiian Airlines back in August 2021 during my Hawaiian trip, or during my end of my Hawaiian Airlines trip. Well, Hawaii trip in general. But yeah, flew on this aircraft back to Sacramento, and overall it was a very nice flight, and I really enjoyed flying their A330. So that is pretty much it for this model review. So I'll give you guys some concluding thoughts, and we will end this video from there. So this model is one of GeminiJets' best models they ever made. And while I can say the color is quite different, the A330 mold from GJ looks very nice, and of course it is a two-piece, which is also nice as well. So yeah, nice work GeminiJets on this beautiful model right there, and it looks very nice to add to my Hawaiian Airlines collection. Now, in terms if NG can do a re-release of the Hawaiian A330, I am not going to be like trading this model for a replacement because I'm going to keep this, and I can alter between like a GJ or an NG Hawaiian A330 because like, of course I want to keep my first GeminiJets model in my collection. But other than that, I'm still happy with this GJ model and it looks super nice to add. Well, of course, as I said, it's a nice model to add to my collection, and it's one of GJ's best models they ever did. So, of course, in the 2020 time frame. But other than that, it looks so nice. So, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And make sure to check out all my other model plane content by clicking on the playlist so you can check it out, all my model plane stuff right there. I will also highly recommend checking out my model plane review playlist as well. That's also a nice playlist. Of course, it doesn't have that many videos, but I'm eager to do more of these model plane reviews in the future, and overall it should be very nice. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.